Hey guys, I know it's been a while, and I've changed my hair color again because the other one I didn't do a very good job, so I was kind of upset with it. Like, if you ever saw the back, it was all crazy, and so I decided I'd go with a more purpley pink, and I really like it. It's like a magenta color, and it matches this lipstick, which is literally the only lipstick that I own. But all of that besides, I mean, you guys didn't come here for makeup advice, obviously, or hair advice, obviously. What you guys came here today to talk about was what it's like to be an ENFP in the world that we live in, which is so not ENFP. So at my work, I work with a lot of different personality types, and yes, I just started this job and I have already made most of them take the personality test, and most of them are J types that are in this position of, like, you know, those of us who are actually like in a managerial position, and I am one of the few P types. Most of them are J types, and it is amazing how differently we look at how things should be done. For example, my boss is an ENFJ, and she's very concerned about making sure things are done in the appropriate manner, in a way that follows all the protocol and a way that files all the paperwork in the right way so nothing gets missed, which I think is really awesome, and I'm really glad that she does that. But as a P type, my focus is less on handling the paperwork, which I can do the paperwork, I can. It's just not enjoyable for me. It's not anything that I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do the paperwork now. No, my focus is on how I can talk to these people and how I can make them feel better about doing their job and make them feel like they're worthy to be there and make them feel like they're going to get to the goals that we have set for them. And so the paperwork for me tends to fall behind. And here's another way that we're different. I am a person who likes to get things done in the most efficient and quick manner. I'm not sure if this is an ENFP thing, or if it stems more from having my overdeveloped TE, which is the ability to speak more efficiently. But I think about things and I want them to be done in the most efficient manner, and that efficient manner takes not only the fastest way, but the way of least resistance, the way that has the least effect on people around me. I like to have things happen efficiently, both emotionally and physically. Like, I need it to be done efficiently, which is, I don't know, maybe it's my anti-personality, like being that ISTJ when I'm stressed is like the opposite. I don't know. This is getting into theory beyond my personal understanding of the Myers-Briggs, MBTI, Jungian stuff. That's just a little bit beyond me. But what I can tell you is I sometimes feel like what I'm doing is redundant, and as soon as I feel like something's redundant, I have a hard time doing it. I'm just like, I don't want to be repeating myself 5 times. Like, I'll do this if we can figure out a way to make it happen, you know, on everything, because I like things to be done right and efficiently, and I don't like repeating myself. I don't like having to say it over and over again. And what's funny is, like, with the paperwork, that's how I am. But when it comes to teaching people, I can be very patient and I can repeat myself a lot of times. And the only thing that really bothers me is when they're all like, hey, can you fix my schedule? And I'm just like, no. I'm a quality analyst. I listen to your calls and I make you better. I'm a coach. I am not a manager. That is not my ideal. Which is another thing, an ENFP as a manager. I don't know if we are best suited for managerial positions that take a lot of time management and a lot of paperwork, because these two things are what, at least me as an ENFP, struggles with the most. And that's kind of like the next step of my job would to be a team manager, which is a lot of paperwork, a lot of time management, and a lot of things that I'm not very good at. And if I have to be anywhere near as redundant during that as I have been during my other parts where I've been like kind of doing some manager things and doing some quality analyst things, if I had to do more of the manager stuff, I might just lose my mind and never be able to work there. Like, I just don't think that's what my personality is suited for. I like to help people, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of ways to help as a team manager, but I'm not sure that it's in a way that I would like. I'd rather make people feel happy coming to work. I'd rather make them feel confident, and I'd rather just be the person that they can talk to. Oh, and that is, I think, quintessential ENFP, wanting to be the person people can talk to, wanting to help people get better, but not wanting to do the nitty-gritty paperwork, especially when it's redundant and you're like, okay, I just did that 5 times. But alas, that's my little dealio. I'm not even sure that was coherent in any way, shape, or form. I was just kind of rambling about my work and about how it affects me as an ENFP. Oh, I guess I could wrap around to how it affects the other people that I work with. Obviously, I was drawn to the INFJs immediately. The 2 INFJs that I work with are probably the closest that I'm with. But I really do like the ENTJ personality as well, because they're very particular and they are very good at what they do and they do everything efficiently, so I can really appreciate that. And I think we kind of balance each other out, because they're very like, this is how it's got to be done. They have that really good sarcasm, but then I have that light playfulness. Like, I am super jokey at work. Like, I just turn on the charm when I get at work, and I love being in a position of leadership because that makes me feel more confident about my jokingness. Like, I want to be cool, but I also want to be the person that people are like, oh, I can learn the most from her. And now this next note, I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's all ENFPs, but I need to be the best. Like, I need to be the best of everybody. Like, first it was like I need to be the best of like the specialists